I'm like the big brother that's really proud of my little brother that's up here tonight outdoing me. It's sort of qubeSocial is born out of my other company, but it's becoming my favourite thing to do is to hang out with Steve and talk about what social media can do for everything else. And I'm really excited about where we're taking things. And the reason I'm here also is to help support everyone, whether you're a client, an associate, or our marketers, with any graphic design or those kind of skills. I'm not precious about it. The whole thing of what we're talking about is maybe partnering with other people. But the fact is, I'm here to help you if that's not around. And I've worked with Steve on these brands and with these people, and some of these people on this board are clients of mine. And you know, everything that's going on, I'm going to be the guy that's going to help you out with your business cards, your handouts, all those kind of things. If you meet clients that need graphics, I'm going to be there in the end, and that's what I'm here to do. But I'm really excited about where we are, and I mean, Josie's been there with me through everything I've been going through, and it's exciting to see where we take things, and I know she's seen the journey. So I'm really happy where you are, and I'm going to be actually even getting involved over the next few days and be hand-holding with you guys. So I'm not just going to be a face and figure that disappears into the ether. I'm actually going to be there holding hands with you and look forward to seeing where it all goes. So again, if you've got questions, I'm more than happy to take them at another time, but right now I think I'm going to be handing on to big man Will over there, who's going to talk about the process and how we got here tonight. So here we are.
Congratulations, guys. I'm really happy to see that you got here. Steve mentioned this to me a while ago, and it's great to see it in fruition. So Steve asked me to get up here and talk tonight about BNI. For those of you who don't know what BNI is, it's the world's largest networking organisation. We're in 60 countries around the world. We have 170,000 members, and chapters meet every week. We've got about 40 chapters around Melbourne, and Steve wanted me to say to you guys that some companies like Steve's put people in chapters all around Melbourne, and what they find is the power of having their team in multiple chapters really amps up the amount of referrals, because we're all about giving referrals, word of mouth referrals, and building business through word of mouth marketing. So we've seen it with Steve. He's in one of our chapters. It's fantastic. He's a fantastic member, of course, and there's a few other BNI members here. So if you're interested in finding out about BNI, come and chat to, well, I'm about to leave, but Steve knows where to get me, and so some of the other people there. So congratulations to those of you who are joining Qube, and good luck with everything, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, most people don't know that I've never played rugby. Look, great turnout tonight, and also great to see some familiar faces. As mentioned, my name is William Tologata, and I'm the Director of Quality Personnel Service Group. So basically, we are a recruitment business, and we specialise in providing staffing solutions for many businesses across many industry sectors. So whether it's a temporary, casual, or contract type of roles, right through to permanent recruitment. And a lot of that couldn't be done without key employees and stakeholders in the business, like Christine Chung, who everyone's met on the way in. So Christine is our Senior Recruitment and Talent Acquisition Manager for Quality Personnel Service Group. So we're really proud to have her on board. In terms of so that was a little brief intro into the business. The other part was really touching on the relationship or the association we have with qubeSocial. So we have a two-pronged relationship. One is as a client, so you see here, and also the other as a service provider, which we were more than happy to engage with Steve and Chris when they were looking at going down this direction and providing them with some recruitment service solutions as well. So yeah, I guess given the early days in terms of where we are today, I think it's been a great outcome. So in terms of social media, online marketing and so forth, I'm the last person to talk to. My daughter and son know a lot more than that. Yeah, I usually go to them when I have issues with my phone or laptop. One thing that Steve has certainly helped our business in the last 7-8 months is put us on the map in terms of exactly that. To look back, being absolutely naive within this field, and then today to know that we have on average 23,000 people that engage or at some point within our Facebook is just mind-blowing. So, and obviously there's a lot of potential to further grow the business from that perspective, but just giving a bit of a plug from a client tail perspective, we certainly benefit from being on board with qubeSocial. In regards to the rest of the night, we wish you that you enjoy the networking. Once again, obviously on behalf of Steve and Chris, also welcome the marketers on board as well, and on behalf of Christine as well. Okay? Thank you very much.
Well, good evening. My name is Jane Gabba-Rosenzweig. I've got a firm called Gable Lawyers, commercial lawyers, anything in business. My side specialty is franchising. I've done franchising as long as I've been a lawyer. Steve and I, as Steve said, met a while ago at a networking function, and we now work together. I'm a lawyer for qubeSocial, as well as I use qubeSocial for my social media, and it's growing and it's doing really well. So I can give a testimonial as a client that so far I'm very happy. And let's hope it continues in the same fashion. Just wanted to welcome all the marketers that are joining today, and a few other familiar faces that I've seen today. If there's any legal questions that you have, I've got my cards. You can come up, and if I haven't said hello to you yet, say hello to me at some point tonight. You can always ring me. My mobile's on all my cards, and I prefer that clients actually ring me and talk to me. I am approachable, and even though I am a lawyer, sometimes people think it's an oxymoron, approachable, but anyway. So just wanted to say a big welcome to you all, and hopefully to bigger and better things with qubeSocial moving forward.
So firstly, congratulations to all the guys that have come aboard with qubeSocial. Well done, and I truly believe that you've got a really good team backing you up with Steve and Chris, and what they've come up with in terms of a product offering for you to go out and basically sell is quite amazing, and is really going to help small and medium businesses get on top of this social media phenomenon. So we've recently started with the social media, and it's been a really, really exciting and fast journey to see all of the massive amount of engagement that's coming instantly through the social media channels. Just trolling through the little links and seeing who's liking us on Facebook and LinkedIn and all these things. It's targeted. You can see it's going to the right people, business owners in Melbourne, really looking at what we need in social media. So it's getting us very excited about this marketing space. So that's a bit about our social media journey starting. A bit about us being bookkeepers with Qube and qubeSocial. We have a team of 6 people. Our bookkeeping strategy is around helping small and medium businesses to not only meet their compliance need in their business, but also come up with efficient and helpful strategies for their business, managing their accounts, coming up with the best way to actually manage their business finances, not just meet the tax officer's needs, because that's not what it's about. Your accounts have much more to offer you as a business owner than just simply, lodging your tax and your BAS returns. So that's what we do. We come up with systems to help businesses not only meet their compliance, but also help them run their businesses and do better out of it. So part of what we've done with qubeSocial, which has been very exciting, is come up with an amazing system to be able to handle all of these wonderful things that they're doing with you guys, come up with a process to make it streamlined, easy to pay you, which is really important to all of you, I'm pretty sure. Top number one thing we focused on is making sure we had that process down pat and ready for you guys to come on board and absolutely go for gold. So we're looking forward to seeing all of these beautiful numbers coming through and all of you succeeding and doing fantastic with qubeSocial. So well done, everyone.
Bruce Frame, business coach. I work with small businesses and help them become medium businesses and even large businesses, and in the process help the owners learn how to make money and have a life. So that's the two things. I mean, in business you can make money and you can have a life, and sometimes you can have both. If I can't have both, I don't want to play. Someone said to me, actually Braith Bamkin before he left, said to me, do you work 5 days a week? And I said, no, I work 3.5 days a week. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning. He says, do you feel guilty about not working Monday? And I thought, no. And I said to him, do you have some superannuation? He said, yeah. And I said, so you probably own shares in BHP? He says, yeah, probably. And I said, well, that makes you an owner. How often do you spend digging soil out of the ground? You know, does that make you feel guilty? And he said, well, no. And I said, well, no, I don't feel guilty, you know. So the objective of business is to make money and give you a life. And if it doesn't do both, it's not working. Anyway, so Steve said to me, you know, when I come up, I'm looking rather dapper, I'm wearing a suit. This is really to prove that I own one. So I've proved that. Is it okay if I take the jacket off? I hate it. Okay. Is that a bit much? Bling. So for those who know me, I'm a swing dancer. And so I've got a full range of braces. And I'm usually dressed more like this than I am in a suit. So there's so much I could talk to you about tonight, about business and about business coaching and about the opportunity that's in front of the marketers tonight. But what I really wanted to focus on is something Steve said to me the other day. I've worked with Steve and Chris for about a year? About that. So this has taken a long while in gestation. I really think we should have been here about a year ago. It's taken us a long while to get here, but that's because it's been done carefully. What Steve said to me the other day was, the only person in this room that cares more about the marketer's business than they do themselves is him. And you know, he's dead right. This is a really interesting concept in business that I've always thought should exist and doesn't. Franchises exist all over the world. There are thousands of them. I've owned a couple myself. The fundamental problem with franchisors is that they've forgotten who their customer is. They think their customer is the person who buys the product of the franchise. But in fact, their customer is the franchisee. And when they lose that, they lose the momentum of their business. And so when Steve says the only person who cares more about their business than they do is him, that is what I want to hear. His success and Chris's and mine is defined by the marketer's success. So I'm actually here tonight as part of a support team, along with Josie. I have to tell you this is hysterical. I have never met Josie before, but I've heard her name in passing many times, and I have no idea why, but I had in mind a tall Asian woman. So when I met Josie tonight, I sort of went, what? I have no idea why, but, you know, there it is. No one ever explained to me, so Josie, it's lovely to meet you. Many of you in the room I do know, so none of you are a shock to me. Many of you in the room I've only met tonight, and it's lovely to meet you all. So the process is all about getting the business moving. So when you come on board with qubeSocial, our absolute focus is going to be getting you to the point where you make money. That is, getting you to sell your services to clients. Because everything else we can teach. And we will. You know, Steve and Chris have got a training program mapped out for you. And that's a really important thing because it's got a lot to do with how social media works and how it's accepted in the marketplace and a lot of stuff like that. Frankly, it's beyond me. I don't understand it. They do my social media. I don't understand it. I outsource it to people who are really good at it. And I encourage all of my clients, don't do your own. Unless you're in social media, why would you do your own? It's like doing your own bookkeeping if you're not a bookkeeper. Doesn't make sense. If you're a plumber and you're spending your time doing your books, you're doing it badly. You know, it's chapter and verse. Don't spend your time doing badly what others can do well. Spend your time doing what you do well and make money so you can pay others to do what you don't do well. Does that make sense? Hello? This is audience response time. Hello? Does that make sense? That's a little better. Okay. If you don't talk back to me, I think you've nodded off, you know. Okay, so we are going to dedicate ourselves, your support team is going to dedicate ourselves to making you successful. And this is where the rubber hits the road. This is where it can get tough. Because my job, my part of this, is to make you successful in spite of yourself. So even if you don't want to be, I am going to force the issue. My job is to tell you the truth, not to tell you what you want to hear. I am not going to be your mum or your dad or your cousin. I am not going to tell you that you're doing a good job if you're not. I'm going to tell you you suck. And if that hurts, I'm happy to apologise now, but that's the last time. I will tell you the absolute truth. I will help you get to where you want to go. I will cajole, I will encourage, I will plead, I will beg. I will do whatever I can to get you moving other than doing it for you. If I do it for you, I become the fishmonger, not the fishing teacher. You know the old saying, if you teach how does it go? If you give a person a fish, you feed them for a day. If you teach them how to fish, you feed them for a lifetime, right? I want to teach you how to fish. And I want to teach you how to fish whether you want to or not. And I was talking to a former client of mine today, a young lady named Patricia. I started working with Patricia 10 years ago. She's now a young mum and got a great business, and it really rocks. And we were with a group of people, and I said to Patricia, so we worked together for, I don't know, about 3 years, and it wasn't always pleasant, was it? And she said, oh no, there were times I hated you. And she said, it's funny because I sort of loved you and I hated you at the same time. And I said, yeah, that's it. That's the love-hate relationship. I want to be your friend, but I will be the most unreasonable friend you've ever had. I will help you become successful. If you don't give up, I won't give up. But the minute you give up, I'm gone. So long as you put in, I will put in, and we will work together, and your business will be successful, and you will end up with money and time. You up for that? That's it. Bruce Frame, Business Coach. Have a great night.
I can definitely concur that probably around October, and Whaung will be able to testify, I didn't like Bruce much. Didn't like Chris much actually either. So. But anyway, largely that was not of their making. It was probably more so of mine to try and work out what we're going to do next. That fairly much, is that good English? I'm not sure. Fairly much, you know what I should have done at the start of the night, is anybody tweeting? I haven't done any tweets tonight. That must mean that I've been well and truly focused on what we're doing. I'm definitely checking in the moment I sit down, but I'm also going to start meeting and talking to everybody in the room, and I really would encourage everybody else to do the same. We're in no rush to leave, so there is a few people that did say they would be latecomers, and that includes Natalia and Alex from the Australian Marketing Institute. I'm hoping they still might make it. If they don't, that's okay too. But please do not rush off. I certainly haven't touched any food on my table. I'm assuming my wife is usually pretty quick on some of that sort of stuff. Did you put any away for me? So please make sure we leave nothing on the table as far as food goes. I think we have 1 or 2 extra drink vouchers and we've paid for them, so we may as well use them up. Is that fair, Andrew? Thank you very much. This is a great venue too. Thank you so much. We've done a number of things through Chris's networking in the past. I think, if nothing else, I'm hoping in any case, and one of the reasons why this is a backdrop and not a backdrop of Steve Hubbard or Chris Dobbin and qubeSocial, this is a backdrop that says we're about social networking, whether it's online or offline. Most of the relationships that are sitting around the table here aren't just social media marketing relationships. Understand that we do provide social media marketing for a number of people that are sitting around this table. But we've got photographers, we've got videographers, we've got everybody else that's been and stood up here tonight that's talked to you about what they do. Often we're paying them more than they're paying us, unfortunately. But that's okay,
because we feel good about it, because we have a relationship and we trust them. So thank you, particularly the markers, thank you. I hope tonight has encouraged you. I hope you feel a lot better knowing that it isn't just me and Chris, and that it's not just Christine and Will who you spoke to on the thing. And again, really the opportunity for some of the people to speak tonight really is because those people we owe a lot to. It's fair to say that it took a while for me to join the dots around cross-functional management, right? And so much of the people that are here today are experts at what they do because I'm not. As Bruce well knows, I often use the same line myself. Why would a plumber or do social media? I can't do plumbing. Believe me, you'd have to teach me and I would take a long time to be a good plumber. Photography, whatever else it might well be. Be good at what you're good at, and we're going to make social media marketers that are very, very good. It's going to take some time, but we're going to be very, very good. And I'm really, really, really excited about that. So thank you all for being here tonight. I really do appreciate it. On behalf of Chris and myself, and all the people that have got up here tonight, we do see it as you are part of the crew, right? And that's with a Q. Q for Quebec, not queer or queen, because I actually asked Facebook what the best way to go with that is. Quebec is the actual radio speak. So thank you one and all. Thank you, Adam, on the video there. I think that's a wrap. What do we say, Simon, when we go the end of it? That's a wrap. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the night.